Now, listen, you guys, why is Miss Red out here deleting the Transformer of her album? We're also going to be talking about Jetavia responding to Sikihana in the smartest way possible. And it does seem like Savannah and LeBron have decided to turn on their friend Drake. We're also going to be talking about Nicki Minaj, her tea, the concert, and everything that's happening down there. Now, these are some of the things that we'll be discussing in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea blog. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's team. So first of all, we're going to talk about Miss Red and the Transformer. So there seemingly has been a leak in Miss Red's camp because a track list was leaked yesterday, and there were some interesting features on that track list. It does seem like, according to the track list, while Jetavia and Glorilla were supposed to be featured on one of her songs together, okay? Basically, Miss Red, Glorilla, and Jetavia. And there's another song which was supposed to be featuring Ice Spice, and yet another song that, was supposed to be featuring the Transformer. The song was supposed to be titled Sport. Okay, and so obviously this track list caused quite the commotion on the internet streets as people were shouting her out, saying that, well, she seems to be the one girl who does not have a beef with anyone, to be the one girl who wants to, have peace in the female rap community, especially by bringing together Jetavia and, of course, Glorilla. And so another collaboration that had people talking is obviously the Transformer collaboration, okay? Now, this did seem to be true because you guys do know that, well, recently the Transformer came out talking about how they were going to be on another person's project, on another person's song, and how she felt like she didn't fit because it was, too, the S word. And so she felt like she does not fit on there. So obviously when this track list leaked, people were like, oh, this must be the song that the Transformer was talking about. Now, obviously you do know that, well, some of the Barbz feel some type of way about this. And let me just clarify why the Barbz feel some type of way about somebody hopping from collaborating with Nicki Minaj to the Transformer, because it's not even about the music itself. The issue is a lot of these girls who come out here and get a Nicki Minaj, feature, they're out there so cool with Nicki Minaj. The moment they get a feature with the Transformer, you see them start shading Nicki Minaj. That's where the issue is. I don't think the issue is with the girls working with both women, but for some reason, if somebody works with Nicki Minaj first and then they move on to the Transformer, you start seeing them, shading Nicki Minaj. So I do not know, is there some sort of clause that, like, if I give you this feature, you have to shade Nicki Minaj or whatever? I do not know how that works. So that's why some Barbz feel some type of way. That's why some Barbz feel uneasy, because it does not just end with them collaborating, but it does end with them shading. It does end with them shading Nicki Minaj, okay? So that being said, you guys, obviously Sexy Red came out and said that, oh, well, I did not write that. That's what she said, flat out denied that. She said, I didn't write that. And so obviously I myself included, and a couple of people were like, now you're playing with us, okay? Because this same board was on her producer Tay Keith's Instagram story, and she was actually out there editing, clearly, vividly writing something on this board, and this is the same board that, well, got leaked, okay, accidentally. And so I was like, what are you trying to do? What is this? Okay. And so she said, I didn't write that. Okay. So obviously people were not buying that. People were like, how? Like, we saw the board with our own eyes. So are you trying to say that we can't see? Okay. Now, personally, a part of me really does think that the leak was not really a leak. The leak was trying to test the waters to see how people would react, okay, to the collaborations. That's what I thought. Because at the end of the day, you do know that the Barbz have got an error. I'm going to call it an error. Because sometimes it's not always beneficial to them. An error that anybody who does work with Nicki Minaj, they support like 100%. And their support does not only end with the project that you do with Nicki Minaj, they will support you even beyond that. That's the error that the Barbz have. So now, once you work with Nicki Minaj, rest assured that, a couple of your fans, I don't know if I should use the word couple, or if I should actually say majority of your fans will be Barbz. Okay, so obviously Red does know that, well, there is a very huge chunk of Barbz that support her, and so I do feel like that was strategically done to try and see the reaction of the Barbz. Okay, and as if that was not enough, this girl decided to go even further, and this is when I was like, okay, this is now very messy. Okay, because she did then post a picture again of the same board and her writing something on that board. Okay, and tell me why she had crossed out all these collaborations. Tell me why she had deleted, crossing out, like literally all these collaborations. I was like, what are you doing? She said, I wasn't even going to say nothing, but on my kids, stop playing with me. Y'all playing crazy for real. My team presented me with a board of ideas I never seen before, and I simply corrected the board as you can see in red. Who gonna check me, boo? Tape dropping soon. The F tap in. And Miss Red, we trust. Okay, so she is now telling us that, well, she canceled out all those collaborations. So I'm like, who are you gonna collaborate with on your album? Is it not going to have any features or what? What exactly is Steve with this entire situation? So I'm confused at this point, you guys. I am confused as to why somebody would do something like this. And obviously the Transformer fans are not happy as well. I mean, if I were a fan, I probably would not be happy about this entire thing as well. Imagine somebody denying you thrice like Peter denied Jesus Christ. I'm like, the way she's moving, I'm like, Red, please don't do this girl like this. She needs all the relevance that she can get. So now I'm just thinking, do you think that the song that she had on the board is the song that the Transformer was talking about? Because I would refuse to believe that after recording a song, because the Transformer made it seem like the song was done, it was just paperwork that was left. So I'm just like, do you think that after recording the song and just waiting on the paperwork, Red would come out in the open to delete and denounce the Transformer like this? I really don't think so, you guys. But hey, let me know in the comment section, obviously, what you think about that. But honestly, this has not been an easy year for the Transformer. I low-key really do feel sorry for her. The next thing that we're going to be talking about, you guys, Jetavia finally responded to Suki, and I'm proud of her for responding this way. And I kind of figured something was up yesterday when she was not online, like yesterday and the day before. She really wasn't online. She really was not on Twitter as she usually is. And yesterday when Raymonte came out saying that, oh well, today I'm ready to argue, I'm willing to pay $300 so I can argue, because Raymonte had said that, well, he's not going to be arguing, and each time that he argues, he's going to be paying $300 in fine. Okay, and you do know that Raymonte and Jetavia are tight like no man's business. So when he came out and said that, I was like, he is getting ready for something. So I really thought Jetavia was going to respond in a pure diss track, which strategically speaking, that would have been a very daft idea, because then she would just be playing into Suki intention of using her to come up as a female rapper who's actually being taken seriously. That was the plan. Okay, so yeah, JT responded and released an extended version of Okay, and the verse is basically a response to Suki. And strategically speaking, I was like, whoever advised her, wow, I'm impressed. This is very impressive. This is very impressive, because clearly she's directly addressing Suki. That's what people wanted, right? Keeping the same energy that we're keeping with Bigfoot, keeping it direct, okay? And at the same time, she also realized that, you know what, I'm kind of figuring out that you were trying to use me for clout for your come up. So I'm not going to feed into that, okay? I will not give you a direct diss track, but I will diss you on my record that's charting on the Billboard 100. That is a flex. And two, it's also a smart move, because that is going to boost the song on the charts, obviously the extended version. So I'm just like, whoever gave her that idea is a very smart person. Okay, listen, if somebody's gonna benefit off of your name, you might as well benefit from this entire thing. Shout out to JT for that. I was really truly impressed by the strategic part of this entire thing. Okay, and you guys, to prove that, well, this Suki girl has been planning it, and that makes her even more pathetic as well. She did recently drop a song with Ray J just now. So I was like, oh, this is why you were coming in at JT. But I'm like, no matter how many songs with Ray J you actually put out, nothing is going to negate the fact that, well, you're well known for leaking the behind the entrance of men on the internet and doing the most and gagging on that on camera. Okay, so I'm just like, listen, anyway, you guys, the next thing that I'm going to be talking about, I am going to be talking about Young Miami. Of course, she did catch some heat because she then posted a video of herself, just feeling herself, walking, doing a thing, and, with a wig that looks a lot like Jatavia's wigs. And so people were like, oh my goodness, Jatavia cannot have shine. She's trying to be seen again. And I'm just like, sometimes you guys, I do feel like you're too harsh, on Carisha. Please allow her to, man, you guys are doing too much. Leave that girl alone, okay? Leave her alone. The next thing that we're going to be talking about, you guys, we are going to be talking about Savannah and LeBron James, okay? So there are videos that are circulating on the internet of Savannah and LeBron dancing to what's the song? Not Like Us. Of I mean, who wouldn't dance to that? Okay, are you my friend? Are we vibing? Everybody, like, I'm sure Drake himself even dances to the song, okay? I'm really sure that, at some point he really does, chants to the song. He goes, and then he does his little pout. That's just what I'm imagining. And he's doing is, you should see me, like, I'm literally dancing. Oh my God. Anyway, you guys, so Savannah James and LeBron were obviously caught on camera dancing to the diss track to Drake. Now, if some of you do not understand why this is a big deal, it's because LeBron and Drake have been known to be friends, over the years. So people are like, what is happening? Okay. Even his closest friends are turning on him. What is happening? So obviously that did break the internet. And also another person, Daylight, was also seen in the video dancing to Over Here. Are you my friend? Are we vibing? Okay, yeah. So that guy Daylight, you guys, is known for writing some of Drake's hits, allegedly, God's Plan, and I guess back to back, you guys. So I'm just like, okay, that's interesting to watch, you guys. I really don't know how Drake is taking it behind the scenes, okay? I hope 21 is out there keeping him company, Loyachi. Where did YK Osiris go, you guys? I also want to hear his story about hanging with Drake and the gambling that they were doing. Anyway, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, you guys, we are going to be talking about Foxy Brown. Foxy Brown shared a very cute picture of herself and Nicki Minaj that was drawn by her daughter, and the daughter was like, that's you and Nicki Minaj on stage. I really thought that was very cute and heartwarming. And speaking about Nicki Minaj, you guys, do you guys know that she is on a 35th sold out show? Okay, so the tonight's Dallas show marks as the 35th sold out show. Oh my God, what a tongue twister that is, okay? So congratulations to Nicki Minaj for being able to do that 15 years into a career. I mean, who can stand out here and say the same thing? Solo. She's doing this solo, you guys. But you do know that with 35 sold out shows, it does mean that at some point her throat is going to get strained. So obviously, her video of drinking tea on stage is sort of going viral, sort of making its rounds on social media. And this just goes to show how much of a committed artist she is, okay? Because, I mean, if her throat is giving her issues, she could have simply said, oh, you know what, you guys, my throat is not really doing well, so I'm not going to be performing. But the fact that she's on that stage drinking the tea and giving the Barbz a show, that will forever make me admire her as a working woman. And you will never hear her whining about it. You will never, like, I'm yet to see a video of her after a show saying, oh my God, I'm so tired, you guys, I've been working. You will never catch Nicki Minaj saying that. If anything, she will go out there and thank the Barbz for the good show. Even if she was the one giving out the show, she will out there, sit there and be like, you know what, Barbz, thank you, we had such a good time. You will never catch her complaining about this, because she's actually passionate about this. And you can't say the same, for people who actually do come into this industry for the money. For her, it wasn't really about the money. The money came, but it was a passion. And I guess that's what, basically makes the difference between Nicki Minaj and all these other girls. It's not just like, for her, it was not like an escape plan out of poverty. It wasn't. it was just her loving craft. She got discovered along the way, and she did her thing, and now she's thriving and she loves the craft. Okay, so shout out to Nicki Minaj for still keeping on giving us a show, even when, everything really is not, okay in as far as the throat is concerned. Speaking about Nicki Minaj, Ari Fletcher was out there showing us some love, saying that, oh, well, one of Nicki Minaj's songs actually does make her feel emotional. And the Barbz were out here dragging the behind out of her. She was basically talking about the song, The Night Is Too Young. She said, every time I hear Nicki Minaj, The Night Is Too Young, I want to cry. And so Barbz were like, oh, you used to be shady to her and things like that. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think about that. The next thing that we are going to be talking about, you know what, let me stop here. Let's cover the remaining topics in another video, because I don't want to make this video too long. So I think for now, let me just say thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time that I post. Please, you guys, subscribe. You're not going to lose anything. You will not lose a thing. Until my next one, see you.